This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, Mitch English here.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Welcome to the show.
We appreciate you hanging out with us. Everybody knows who Trailer is. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Oh, is that the new name?
Yeah, Trailer. We're calling him
Okay.
Trailer here on Daily Flash. Well, Travis Kelce has actually come out and actually is now talking.
He's not.
No, not that out. He's not that far.
Really
Wow,
sideways.
I missed that one.
He's a tight end, but that's... He's dating Taylor Swift. We're all jealous, right? Every guy in America is, all right? Okay, so he actually is talking about the relationship, something that people... Now, who do you think he would talk to?
His brother?
His brother? Yeah, but I mean, as far as publications go, who would you think the first place he would want to talk to?
Some
Outlook,
NFL.
like Ask Kiss Hollywood or E.T.?
Yeah, E.T., sure.
He's talking to the Wall Street Journal about his relationship.
He knows what that is.
Yeah, exactly. He's talking about his relationship with Taylor Swift. So this is what he says. He goes, first off, he saw her perform at Arrowhead Stadium and reached out. Well, she never got back to him, right? And kind of wrote him off. And he says all this on the podcast and also into this interview. But lucky for him, Taylor called in on the podcast and said, hey, listen, this is what Taylor says. You're lucky enough to be able to reach out, that I reached out to you. It was because her nieces... or cousins rather, were when she performed there, were in the back in the locker room and took pictures in front of his thing. And come to find out, he's a big Taylor Swift fan, and that got to Taylor, and so that's how they reached out. They called, started talking on the phone when they had their first date. He goes, I wasn't nervous at all because we had talked for such a long time.
Oh my gosh.
So you can thank the Cupids, her young cousins, who took the picture in front of his locker for them getting together all together.
Now, I had heard it was Aaron Andrews and Carissa Thompson, who the sideline reporters that said that they had a hand in it as well.
I'm sure they would love to take credit, but when you have family will trump
100%.
over any kind of like
100%,
entertainment.
yeah.
So you can thank the cousins for that.
Okay, so the cousins are responsible for that.
The little cousins who
budding
just happened to
relationship.
take a picture in the locker room when she was performing at Arrowhead Stadium because they use that like as their backstage.
Yeah.
So.
Very
Very
cool. Well, cocktails can be very expensive, but one woman was shocked when her bill came to nearly $2,500 for a single drink. Take a look.
So when I discovered the cocktail I had ordered was £2,000, I showed my husband the receipt and he was furious at me. So he left the bar, left me there on my own to deal with it. I said to the young guy behind the bar, look, I'm so sorry. I had no idea this was £1,890. It was set out on the menu where it said 18 gap 90. So I presumed it was £18.90. Looking back at the menu, the rest of the drinks were like 19.50 if it was 19.50. So it was definitely my mistake, but it was a genuine mistake. So I started to panic. He started to panic. He called his manager over. This was a 5-star hotel. So the manager was so discreet and so wonderful. He completely played it down. He was like, look, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Go up to your room, enjoy the rest of your stay, and we will sort this out.
So the customer decided to speak with the manager, and he agreed to remove the charge from the bill. He told her his team had to drink the rest of the Cristal after they poured her just the one
poor thing.
glass.
Darn.
You know, he did say he would remind his staff to make sure customers are aware of some of the pricier drink options. So if you order a glass of Cristal, apparently she ordered the whole bottle, but only
she
thought
just
she was
wanted the
ordering
glass.
a glass. Yeah.
But the husband shagged ass. He was like, "I'm out of here, man. Good luck.
pay
You
for it."
deal with it."
Yeah.
I think it's how you deal with the manager and just say, "Look,
Yeah.
I didn't know this." And a lot of times, instead of "I ain't paying this," well, they go,
Yes.
"Well, it's all set up." And she seemed very courteous. That's nice. And the pilot's emotional 2-minute speech during his last flight before retirement left passengers in tears. We have it on tape.
First of all, I'd like to take just a few moments of your time before we take off to Chicago tonight. And I'd like to acknowledge a group of very important people to me that are on board the flight. Most of them are in the back of the airplane, and they're the majority of my family.
He wanted to make sure they knew how important it was. Outside of the airport, they had fire trucks doing the water salute thing.
That's
And, you know,
great.
pilots is a stressful job, so good for him.
32 years.
That's a long time.
Good for him.
We have more Flash coming up around the corner. Trendy news and entertainment. You'll find it right here. Don't go anywhere.